New here at noon, charges have now been filed after a deadly Itasca County crash. That crash happened around 4:30 Saturday afternoon near Northwest 4th Street and 17th Avenue West in Grand Rapids Township. Today, we learned 41-year-old Jack Drumbeater of Cohasset has now been charged with several felonies, including third-degree murder and drug possession. Court records also show that 38-year-old Carrie Hart from Deer River is also expected to be charged. According to court documents, Drumbeater and Hart pulled into a Lucky 7 gas station Saturday. When Drumbeater, who had been driving, went inside of the store, Hart allegedly got into the driver's seat of the pickup and sped off. Witnesses say Drumbeater chased her, somehow was able to jump into the truck bed, smashed the truck's rear window, and then started climbing into the cab. That's when authorities say Hart swerved into oncoming traffic and hit a car that was driven by 42-year-old Janelle Swenson from Cohasset. Swenson died, and Drumbeater and Hart were both hospitalized. When searching the vehicle, authorities say they found meth, and Drumbeater admitted to using earlier that day. From her hospital bed, Hart declined to give authorities a statement. Drumbeater, who has a long criminal history, is now in jail, and Hart is expected to be taken into custody after she's treated.